Hey y'all, so I know it's been a long time since I posted anything, and that's really been because like one, I haven't had anything to like vlog or even to record for you guys. Also because I'm working a second job, if you guys haven't noticed. I mean, I noticed, but if you guys haven't saw my last vlog, and also what else? Oh, I'm still trying to finish up school too, and I'm still working at the salon. So it's not a lot, but it's just like trying to keep my schedule flowing. And if there's like nothing to really vlog, like I don't want to bore y'all by doing or just trying to put up anything, because that's not what I want to do. I want y'all to really be entertained, because if I'm bored with it, I'm not gonna show y'all. Like, I had a meeting a couple weeks ago with a photographer, and I deleted that because I was like, oh my gosh, it's so boring. Like, the first part wasn't, but the second part was, and I wish I kept the first part, but whatever. It's done with now. But I did want to start off this vlog by telling y'all that I got a new Bible, and it's this. And I wanted to get a new Bible like for studying purposes for like a couple years now, but I always like just kept putting it off and kept putting it off. Long story short, since I've been working my second job, I really think it's been such a huge blessing for me, because I've been able to do a lot of things for like my tutoring program, as far as ordering new products and stuff like that for the kids to have, or should I say use. And also I've been able to get this Bible. So I wanted to get a new study Bible because I have one where, of course, like I can use it, but then I got the Bible app on my phone. But I need to study one, because I don't know if this happens to y'all, but man, sometimes when you read in the Bible, you want understanding, but it's like it's not coming fast enough. Like, you're like, I want to know now, Lord. I want to know now. So, and then like searching for stuff online is so exhausting and it's so tiring. And sometimes you like, after you read it, you like, I'm still confused. Like, I don't understand. So I went to my local Bible store. It's called Faith Christian Store. And I asked her, the same questions. And I told her the same thing I just told y'all. And like, it was out of three. And so the first one was a life application one. I wanted to get that one, but then she was saying like this one was like super, super explanatory. So I was like, I'll just get this one then. And it was about the same price as the life application one, as it being on sale. So this one was $49.99, and then after tax, I think it was like $53 or $52 and some change. Anyway, so another part of the vlog that I want to kind of share with you guys is just kind of telling you guys about what I saw on social media, which was, it's a good thing. So people were saying like, not people, but this person had posted that they wanted to kind of break down 2019 to prepare for 2019, meaning he wanted to go over his 2019 and see like how great it was and how bad it was. Y'all know that this year has been so fast, but it's been packed with so many like moments and oh my gosh moments. So it's like it's a lot to unpack. And especially because for 2020, you want to do better than what you did last year. You want to either make more money, you want to do something new or whatever. And I think that that does take time to be able to reevaluate what just happened to you. Also, like looking back over it just to see like, what should I do that I didn't do, or what should I not do that I did do this year. So this hair looks so big. But so for my 2019, in short, I really want to really push myself to build my clientele and to not make a lot of excuses for myself. I believe that sometimes, I'm going to speak for myself, sometimes I allow what happens in my life to be an excuse as to why certain things just isn't happening for me, and basically kind of play a victim. And I feel like being a victim, that's not cute. Like, it's okay to understand, like, yes, I was a victim of X, Y, and Z, but to stay there, that's a whole nother problem. Like, I feel like we can acknowledge what is going on with us, we can talk it out, we can seek therapy, we can vent, but after we vent and after we go see therapy, we need an action plan. We need to see, how can we turn this around? How can we fix this about ourselves? How can we do this, that, and the third? And so that's one thing that I've noticed too. I'm like, I'm not going to keep making excuses or explanations as to why I haven't, or I can't, or I don't have something. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was my biggest thing. Like, God brought that to my attention a few days ago, and I was like, dang, I didn't know this about myself. Like, I complain a lot. And like, to me, there's a difference between venting to somebody and letting them know like what's going on and just talking it out, because I believe that that's healthy. But I also believe that there is a such thing as being negative and complaining. And I feel like majority of the stuff that I was doing was being negative and complaining, because it's like life happened to everybody. And I have to remind myself, like, life happens to everybody. It's not just you, love. Like, get over it. Like, come on, you said it. Now let's try to work it out. What can you do to fix it? And it's like, that's where you start. If after you vented and someone asks you, okay, like, well, let's try to work it out. What can we do to turn it around? And you have, well, and you start back complaining again, then you being negative and you're complaining and you just want to sulk, and I'm going to just let you be. So I want people to let me be when I be acting all ignorant, because eventually I'll get the point. But anyway, so that's another thing. And also what I learned too is like some things that's happened to me professionally, I'm like, okay, is this a test? And you just trying to see if I'm going to keep overcoming, or is this a sign that I need to just quit? And I think once I had that thought, because I was just getting so upset about the whole portfolio thing and like people not reaching out in a timely manner and just things, I'm like, dang, like what's really going on? And then the model I was waiting for finally responded, and I was so happy. And I'm in a position where I can actually pay for what I want. And I feel like a lot of models, they either don't charge a rate, but they not interested and they just won't give you the courtesy to tell you that they're not interested, or they do charge rate and you just can't afford it. And I cannot say this again, but I am so thankful to God for my second job, because now it's put me in a position where I can like save up faster for what I really want to achieve. And I'm like, man, forget this. Like, I'm going to pay who I got to pay. And that's another thing that I realized too. Sometimes in whatever industry that you're in, sometimes you got to pay for what you want. And you may think that like, oh my gosh, like why I got to pay for this? Why people can't just volunteer? Sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you'll get people that'll volunteer, and sometimes you'll get people that'll pay. Is one better than the other? Not really. But sometimes when you need something done and you need it done expeditiously, you gotta, you know, expeditiously. But yeah, you have to do what you got to do to get it done. So in my case, I'm like, forget it. Like, I know what I want and I know what I need, and I'm definitely going after it, and I'm definitely going to go get it, whether that has a price tag on it or they just willing to work. And sometimes I've noticed too that if you put in enough work, people will voluntarily work with you for free. But if they haven't seen too much from you or they don't really know you, then yeah, they're gonna put a price tag on that, you know. And I was like, and I totally understand, because if the roles were reversed, I would feel the same way too. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was, I guess it's kind of expanding on a thought that I have mentioned previously. We have to stop allowing life to get the better of us, and we start getting the better of life. Like I said, things do happen to us, but do you understand that everything that we want in life, some of this stuff will just kind of fall in our lap, but a lot of it we have to work for, and a lot of it we will have to work to maintain it. And it's just that sometimes we blame, oh, I got kids, or oh, I'm in a relationship, or oh, I'm back at home with my parents, or oh, I'm not making enough money, or oh, I don't have a car, or oh, I don't have a college degree, or oh, I don't have a certificate. And it's just a lot of this stuff. I believe we make excuses because, to be honest, I believe that we are scared and we live in fear of either, okay, if I step out here and it don't work out, then I'm gonna look stupid. Like, you live in fear of trying to accomplish. But I'm like, nothing beats failure but a try. So as long as you keep getting back up again and keep trying it and keep trying it, oh well, if you fall, it's just like, okay, the first time I fail, now I know what I can do to prevent it the next time. The next time that I fall, I keep learning a lesson. And I think we allow the issues of life to be the excuses of why we can't ever do anything. And it's like, if we keep using them excuses, we gonna look up and time gonna be passed and we ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Or we're going to look up and we're going to see everyone else around us accomplishing things. And then now we want to have a pity party like, man, they doing this and they doing that, but I'm not. And it's like, and I'm not going to say that whole excuse of we all got the same 24 hours, because that's another topic for another time that I'll address later. But I'm saying, like, some of the things that we have issues with or our life issues, they can be corrected. Meaning, okay, if your issue is like, oh, I really want that job, but I need a certain certificate or I need a certain degree, go back to school. They will give you as much money as you want to go back to school. You may have to write a letter to appeal for it like I did, but you can go and do it. Some of us are like, oh, well, I got kids. I don't have any children, but I watched my mom work really hard. I watched my mom like do what she had to do to provide for her family. Yeah, like a lot of times she will go to school and then stop just because of us. Like she just wasn't able to have a certain kind of daycare or whatever, but she never stopped. And I admire that because I feel like my mom was a for real single parent, like a for real one. So I'm like, everything she had to do, she had to do it by herself. So like when I look at people that do have help, I'm like, don't be putting that blame on them kids about why you can't do something. Like, really, they didn't ask to be here. So you have to make a better life for yourself and for them also. And you don't want your kids looking at you like, all my mom did was make excuses. You know what I'm saying? Or like even reach out for help, because there's always some help. You just got to keep asking. You just got to keep looking. And don't let your pride make you think that you can't keep asking and you can't keep looking. Or even like say you want a better job and you want to make more money. Don't stay at a job you really don't like or stay at a job that you're struggling. Get a second job in that area, or get a job that pertains to like maybe giving you experience to be able to apply for a higher position, or even just asking people. Like I said, it just all goes back to we make excuses for things that we have a fear of trying to overcome. Like, we don't want to try because we don't want to look stupid. But the thing is about life, and especially with social media, people will only tell you their greatest accomplishments. People will only let you know something that they want you to know that'll make them look good. People don't ever tell you like their most horrible moments. You know what they do? They wait till they make it. And then they be like, child, I was eating ramen noodles for at least 3 months. And you're like, what? I didn't know that. You posting filet mignon and lobster tails. That's the point. It's like we can't, first of all, we got to get off social media and we got to start focusing on ourselves and focusing on our goals. One thing that I started doing was what did I start doing? Oh, I started like it was either last year or 2017. I started writing down everything that I wanted to do. Then I started writing underneath each thing was like, okay, how can you get those done? What type of resources do I need to get this goal done? For me, when I wanted to go back to school to be an educator, I knew, child, you're going to have to appeal. And I needed to know, like, okay, you need to write a strong essay for the appeal to happen. You need to, get certain things in place. And I believe that me writing blogs really did help me to explain myself in a better, more professional way, because I wrote it one last time. I think altogether I might have appealed like 3 times, but that last time, baby, was it. And I'm like, I believe that me writing blogs and getting used to always writing to where I can find words easily. I can put words eloquently together and it just flow and it just make you understand where I'm trying to go, where I've been, even like, okay, say for instance, if you have like some self issues like anxiety or fear or rejection or whatever, like what can you do? Seek a doggone therapist. I be seeking therapists too. Actually, hopefully I can do that soon. But just things like that. Like it could be the smallest things like, hey, I want to make more money. What can I do to make more money? Do I want to leave my job or do I just want to make more money? So, for me, if I want to make more money, I can hit commission. And how would I hit commission? Bring in more clients. But until then, like, okay, can I pick up a second job? Would that be too overwhelming? Or is there some things that I can do? Like, for instance, it was like, no, actually, the time that we live in, that's what I want to say. We can do anything from home or from the comforts of our own car. You can be an Uber driver. You can deliver groceries. You can do whatever. And sometimes we just focus on the negative that we don't see the positive. And I think what encourages me most is like how when you look at people that live in like overseas or in like third world countries, it's like them people are happy. They might be sad about some things, but they are happy. They make do with what they have. And I'm like, us Americans are so selfish. We are so lazy. We don't want to do nothing. And we are so self-entitled that we think that everything is supposed to happen to us. Also, I believe that because we compare ourselves to other people, that's what stops us as well. Because like, oh, well, so-and-so did this and happened to you. Let me, newsflash, baby, newsflash. What may happen to your friend won't happen to you. Y'all can have the same ingredients, but the pie gonna come out different because it's different people cooking it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like we have to stop comparing ourselves. And when I say that, I'm speaking to myself as well, because it's super easy, especially like when you're on social media. You see so much of like your friends or your family posting things, or people that are like in your age group that are posting. It's like, oh dang, I'm supposed to have this by this age. I'm supposed to be doing this by this age. No, I'm sorry. Maturity is not it doesn't come with an age requirement. Success doesn't come with the age requirement. Like, a lot of this stuff that we are wanting and we're feeling like putting that pressure on ourselves to like do this kind of stuff by a certain time, it's like that's us that's putting that pressure on us. We got anxiety from stuff because we are self-inducing it. I'm not excusing the fact that people that have anxiety due to other things. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like some of the things we kind of put that on ourselves. And I just feel like we got to really start focusing on ourselves. Like, even if that means you got to take a break from social media and just get yourself together and then come back, do that. Like, sometimes you got to go low before you can go high. And I know that sounds very cliche, but people are not exalted when they're already so haughty and so lofty. You are exalted when you're humbled. And some people think that humbled is like, oh, you got to discredit yourself. That's not what that means. But because of lack of maturity, that's what some people do think. No, being humble just simply means like not always giving yourself the credit or being so egotistical. Like, it's okay to give yourself credit and to esteem yourself, but like being humble is like, oh, thank you, I really do appreciate that. Like, but not like, girl, you know I'm the bomb, and I'm like, no, ma'am. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, so I'm supposed to be meeting my friend for tacos. That's why I kind of did this little car rant or whatever. But if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you just want to share with me your 2020 goals, let me know, because I really want to know. Also, because I know this video is really long, but I just wanted to say that I'm so happy for the new subscribers that I got, because recently I've been saying, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm really excited, like, honestly. Also, if you guys want me to do a giveaway, I'll totally do that, because I've been seeing some new products, like, I wouldn't use them. Like, I don't have a need for them, basically. But they're so pretty. And I'm like, oh, somebody will love this, or they could really, use it. So, just let me know. But I'll see you guys next time. This car light is bright. Bye. Have a good weekend.